Heyo, Zaris. Yo, what up? Man, it's crazy how much easier it is to start streams when I'm not constantly worrying about what I'm gonna say in the first few minutes. It's almost like taking a chill pill actually helps. I'm pretty zonked out though, so maybe a bit low energy. Though every time I say that, it ends up really not being low energy, so I guess we'll see. I'm just gonna get into the playing immediately because I've been craving the game. We've been not playing games except on stream for the most part, except for me trying to learn Amazing Cultivation Simulator, which is really fucking confusing. Holy shit! Saw someone call it Amazing Confusion Simulator. Oh, Sylvia wants a kiss. Wow. So that's the only thing we've been playing off stream. I tried to or Rose played a little bit of Vintage Story, but didn't get very far and was kind of wiped out, so she opted to rest, and none of us has touched it because we're basically caught between. We're not really sure if we want to. How do I say it? She's a fresh perspective, and we kind of want to know what it's like for her to play a game that we've never played before. But at the same time, she's veering more towards Disco Elysium, so I may end up playing Vintage Story instead. Okay, I am going to use my newly upgraded Kenzie Tunnel Rat. Boobs. Sophia? Wait, Sophia? Or Sylvia? I upgraded this this character with a bunch of my materials. So they normally have, I think, 100 health. So I bumped it up to 140, and I think I also increased their pain shock threshold slightly. Oh wait, no, I bumped it up to 150, but I gave them some implants. They have a Sexbot servo and Sexbot head, so you can imagine the functions that those give. It's dodge. It's dodge and the ability to detect enemies. I don't know why that's on Sexbots. Yeah, there are Sexbots in this game. I can't remember what they're actually called, like recreational ARs or something. I think that's it. So you have the Sexbot head here, and the Sexbot tits. You can implant Sexbot bionics into you, which they're actually pretty damn good too. So it gives health per turn. All the bionics give positives and negatives, so it balances out decently. Where'd my gun go? I know I put a gun on this person. Huh, weird. Well, I guess I'll do another? Is it? Did I... Maybe it's in here because I accidentally... Okay, it is. It probably took it off when I installed one of my implants. Okay, so I'm going right in with an espionage against Teslan. I don't think Tunnel Rat's extra items gives items for killing Quasimorphs. At least not the ones you can't, or the ones that disappear and don't like leave a corpse to loot. But I'm gonna test that out. And yeah, like as always, the class that gives that gives extra items is ridiculously powerful if you know how to use it. Which is exactly why I beefed up this character's health, because basically I just need more survivability for the tunnel rats. This item bonus, this +3 item bonus, that's for every single enemy that you kill, at least that you can loot their corpse. And on top of that, it's not just things like food or materials, it's also the tradables, which means the things that you use to upgrade your ship and your people and your classes and everything else. And also all your primary trade goods. Remember it. Hate certain name somebody I talk to. What? I talk to regularly. I have to call them Sneeze because it doesn't like French. What the fuck did you just say to me? Okay, let's see if the tunnel rats bonus works on quasimorphs. Ooh, very nice. Immediately got the scanner. A full scanner. Very, very nice. Okay, the elevator is right there. And a bunch of free good armor. Oh my god, I'm just getting loads of loot immediately. Google hates when I use S's. I feel like Google just hated that entire message you sent. Didn't mean to open that up. Whatever. Yes, hit it. Health per move. Okay, you're not gonna. Here, I'll just wait for you and then punch you in the face. Whoops. Okay, I'll shoot you in the face instead. I was trying to conserve bullets, but whatever. Yeah, it doesn't look like the quasimorphs drop any extra items. That's unfortunate. Why is Google Translation? It's because actually, why is it that you use speech to text again? I actually can't remember. Don't stabilize. Remember, I have to use yeet because Google hates every other word of throw. Oh, right. I do remember that. Heals radiation wounds. I don't think. Actually, I think the items do radiation. Like poisoning, but they don't do the wounds? I'm not entirely sure. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Enemies are all over on the other side of the map. Got plenty of moves, so I don't have to worry about the Quasimorphosis going up too much. Accurate throw. Oh! Right, so these are actually... I think these are the same as, or I think these are classed as knives then. So these things probably have a ridiculously high chance to hit things. No, I'll keep that. Okay, I can just immediately go on to the next area. Is there anything I actually want? There's this box over here, but tons of enemies in the way. A helper, backpack over there. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna go to here and then to the elevator. More booze. Igvolite is on floor 3. Yeah, there's enemies over there. I was thinking of going and getting the bottle, but can't be bothered. Ava, I'll take that. Oh, right, I have that floor scanner as well. So I actually get vision of the first couple floors. I'll keep some bullets. I'll keep that just in case the Quasimorphosis. Oh my god, the elevator's right there. This is gonna be a really easy mission. Oh god, there's 3 lockers. I gotta go for those. They all have crap in them. Oops. To be fair, pretty much everything I have on me is crap right now. Batteries could come in handy if I happen to find, Actually, I'm not even... It's not even gonna matter, because I'm going to floor 3 and it'll mark the thing on my map as long as there's not a signal jammer active. Okay, there is a signal jammer, that's a pain. I want to keep as many bottles as possible because they're quite useful. We have got absolute loads of enemies with ranged weapons. This is a shotgun, right? Oh my god. Okay. What's the range on these? Is there? Is it range? Oh shit! Thank you for the resub, Funk. What the hell? Is there no range on this? Okay, well, shoot. Oh, bursting ammo actually does fire as well. Shoot them, I did. Face. Soviet, you realize it's still on the face. Like, that's the default. Do you just want it zoomed in more, or? I mean, I guess I'll zoom it in more. There we go. Closer. Dropping by before I fully fall asleep. Okie dokie. Glad to see ya. Better. So before I use it, the most complicated thing I could type was food for Noel and kill Grease. The way people reacted when I started using and they realized, oh, this person actually has higher brain functions. What's cooking good looking? A bunch of Quasimorphs, as you might be able to tell by the fire on the screen. This has been a very, very easy mission. This is now the glory hole cam. No, that would just be my mouth. Okay, I really don't want to just set myself on fire stupidly if it happens to decide to brain, come on, work. If it decides to spread. I really took way too much booze on this mission, but I was expecting I wouldn't immediately go to both elevators, get to the 3rd floor. Shit, what we doing, homies? I am murdering Aztec pain demons. Glory hole cam is going back to the old model and looking at the mouth. Hmm? Is there... I don't get it. What's the difference? Oh, you mean... Right. Okay, I see. I mean, it was a lot worse on the new model with a lot worse on the new model before I fixed it. Okay, there's a bunch of, Quasimorph shotguns that I really want to keep, so I'm just gonna toss out all the stuff that I really do not give a single shit about. I want these because they heal nicotine addiction. I don't have any way to craft them. I guess I'll just disassemble all the bullets. God, this music kicks ass. Nicotine patches not in vogue. No, you have to take nicotine pills. Well, they're painkillers. I don't know why they cure nicotine addiction. How's everyone doing today? A little bit tired, but pretty good. I want as many of these shotguns as possible. Honestly, I want all of this stuff. But I'm not gonna be able to take it. I don't need a single spider eye. I don't even know what those are used for. Where is the thingy? I need to find the thingy, but I don't have my I don't have any vision. Ooh, another backpack, which I really can't like, I just don't have enough space. Okay, get rid of the shit. Oh, there's a signal jammer. I'm gonna zoom out from my face now. Right. I'm gonna be at any glory hole. There's better be behind it. I can't, like, okay. The idea of glory holes is hot, but the fucking being in a public bathroom and then sucking some random dude off actually sounds like a fucking nightmare. Like, who would risk that? There's just too many things could go wrong in that situation, and on top of that, you're in a horrendously unsexy environment. I mean, I know you would like it, DL. But I'm not you. I'd make one for you. I guess there are private glory holes. The music in this game goes so fucking hard. Alright, where is it? It's pretty close. STDs didn't exist. I'd love to visit glory holes. Absolutely right, I'd love that shit to be awful and nasty. Yeah, I know. Okay, it should be just up there. Just drink that to make sure we keep the bottle. Oh god. Okay, that was lucky that I didn't get hit. That's a shotgun too. Okay, these guys look like they're really slow. What do you got? Q rifle. Was that? Yeah, that's the one I have run into a shitload of. Doesn't matter. Okay, don't be so stingy with the shots. Just do 6-shot. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. I let him get closer so that I could hit him with my axe, but then stayed in sneak mode and shot him anyways, negating absolutely everything that I tried to do. Fuck that, bathrooms are a no-go for me. There's just Sophia to a dip. I assume you're trying to say Sylvia, right? Because Sophia's the one in our head. Hey, Eris, I want to leg lock your face into my crotch. Anyone else starting with S here, Pinky? Okay, I feel like it's fucking up. The speech to text is fucking up a little bit more today. Or maybe my brain is fucking up. I can't, I don't know. God, I'd love to take more of these shotguns, but just don't have the space. I'd love to take all of this armor, but just don't have the space. Or all this stuff, I don't have the space. Yes, will you read me a bedtime story? Do you have one? Do you have one that you want read? I'm not gonna go find one for you. Okay, let's leave. That was a easy, quick mission that had no risk at all. I didn't get hit, and just got a bunch of loot. Nice. Oh my god, that's a lot of stuff. Some armor, some good meds, a bunch of mines, an item chip I already have, management unit, which I think I still need a couple of. GM2, wait. Oh, okay, right. It's been so long since anyone's used that, because I've just been in Tacticaris mode since it's closer to... Is this purely a hypothetical? Well then, hypothetically, I would read you a bedtime story, sure. Ever have those days where you really want to shower, but you don't feel like actually shower? Yeah, I think that's a standard human experience. How many mines and grenades I have? I can I could probably just... I can afford to take those out on missions. I've even been making some fire grenades because they're obscenely cheap. Let's be able to do their name notes. Just correcting to Sophia because I've been saying Sophia's name more often, so it just goes to the... Oh, okay. Oh, I really want to test out these shotguns. If they don't have a range... Huh. A shotgun without a range? That seems a little bit ridiculous. Maybe that's a... Maybe it's just... bugged interface or something? Took those pants because because they had some pierce resistance, which I'm sorely lacking in with this armor. God, I wish I had something with a higher resistance than that. Fuck it, just take that again. I'm probably gonna be going up against something that isn't Quasimorphs in the next mission. Let's see, RealWare Sabotage versus Coreword. Coreword is like all Pierce, isn't it? Oh no. Oh, okay, they do have nail guns. I thought they were the okay, they're the Mining Corporation, not the other one. I can't remember what they do. Is it Planet Bridge? Engineering construction. Okay, yeah, the Planet Bridge is the one I was thinking of. Having that right now. I just showered last night, so I'm fine, but I like hot water. Well, baths are a bit easier. You can just let it run and then sit in it. I'm ridiculously horny right now. I kind of want Aris to read me a bedtime story and also jerk me off. Probably because I've been teasing you a whole bunch. I'd imagine that's why. Duke, keep dreaming. I think Duke is a lot closer to that actually being reality than anyone else here. Duke, I don't know if I've ever encountered you when you aren't ridiculously horny. Yeah, she tends to come around when I've been teasing her a whole bunch. Shotgun without a range. You need to press it against them before it can work. No. I mean, if it doesn't have a range, then presumably that means it has infinite range, not like no range whatsoever. It has no range stat on it. Okay, so RealWear versus Coreward. And Coreward are probably, yeah, they're definitely the ones with more piercing. I need to get some piercing resist for that. Maybe if I happen to have any implants that'll give me pierce resist. I have 4 floors, but the first 2 floors I get scanned immediately. So I should take one of the data miners. If I can get through the first 2 floors, no problem. I'm worried about taking this much alcohol just for the lack of space. I think it'll be fine though. I need more pierce resistance. I think they also use flamethrowers, which is a pain. This one has a little bit of pierce resistance. And fire. Ironclad has 8 pierce. And more fire. I don't have any legend boots. Where the hell do I get those? I've run into them, and then I promptly lose them. Okay, there we go. I think that's decent. The not very much fire resist is a little bit worrisome, though. Why is there a red penis in your inventory? I think that's the lollipops. I don't know why. There's just a lollipop called a rocket, and it's just a dick. That's it. It's over here trying to get knotted. I mean, yes, but not right now. Video game shotgun. Or if you're not in 5 inches, it doesn't work. Not 110 yards, which even shotguns in the First World War could do easily. Yeah, well, in this game, this SMG only has 3 range, which is shorter than most shotguns, and it's clearly not a short SMG. Like, this is like a Tommy gun. It has absolutely pathetic range. Like, in this, every weapon, including sniper rifles, they're confined to very close quarters, so the longest range you're gonna have is like 50 feet. Can't use video game shotguns. I don't have 5 inches. Whoops. I'll take this one because it has slightly more of that thing that I wanted. Condition. This is a 4-skull mission. 4-skull mission. If I let the Quasimorphs attack, you know what? Maybe I should just keep it like from being the lowest level or the highest level of Quasimorphosis. I'll take the vodka, but I won't like keep it on me. I'll just keep a couple on me. I'll put the rest in the shuttle. Hopefully this is good. RealWear, gotta destroy the communication satellites. Tell my brain is fucked because I heard absolutely pathetic and immediately neurons started firing. Well, the elevator is pretty far away, but not too bad. What have you got? Melee weapon. A melee weapon with no ammo? I mean, it's a melee weapon that uses ammo, so that's a little bit of an issue that it has none. Okay, they're coming through. You've got a knife. The voice lines in this are so good. I'll be happy in the future when I get what I want. Oh god. Punch Man. Okay, getting sleepy. Have a good one, everyone. Alright, nighty-night. Have a good sleep. I think lewd thoughts about Eris drifted to sleep. Isn't that every night? Oh my god. Superdermal layer. Immune to laceration and piercing wounds for only a reduction of 10 health. That's insane. Especially when... No, that's a body implant, so it's the same layer as the one that gives 5 health regen, but like increases wound chance by 200%. So, can't stack those, unfortunately. Still, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna immediately take that back. I don't want to lose that. See how much our inventory fills up with this class? That was four dudes, and I already had to go back to the... Oh, hello. You have an assault rifle, and you're slow. That's not great. Move here. Bunch of robots to tear apart. Oh my god, another data miner. Hell yeah. And stuff that I really need. I can just get three tradables, a weapons case, 2 guardsman clothing. Both of those are necessary for me right now. I need them for making, for upgrading my ship. Let's just toss away anything that's pretty common. Hey, what up, Susan? Welcome back. Oh my god, it's giving me so much shit. Tear apart all the robots. All these robot parts are very basic, so I don't need to take them with me. Oh my god, another thing. You see how ridiculous the tunnel rats are? It's just constant. It's constant fantastic loot. Right, I forgot to put away my put away the booze. I don't have this bionic. Although I'm not really sure I want it. It kind of sucks ass. Extra melee damage. 50% extra melee damage. 15% inflict wound chance. But minus 20% melee accuracy, which is just awful. Oh, and I can't even disassemble it, so alright, I'm not gonna bother with it at all. I guess I can take all of the wires, say, since there's a decent amount of them. I think there is. Six wire, oh, whatever. 50-foot Aluga can do better, and those things are cute trash. This is a very close range game. I'm not sure they can accurately simulate range without every single weapon would be like outside of the, they would have a higher maximum range than is possible in the game. This is the biggest issue with the tunnel rats. It's just not having enough space. I'm not even gonna bother with basic parts. The wires I can get all over the place. The only reason I'm taking the ceramic plates is because they mostly come out of specific armor, and they're used for a lot of things. Might as well go down there now that it's cleared out, or at least it should be. Another engineer. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll take the AK. And I'd like this saw thrower. And this. Oh my god, I'm not gonna have any space if I take those and stick them away. Fuck it. Fuck it. Just put them away. Go below 40 feet, you would have to go back to the early 1800s, and to go below 30, you would have to get a flintlock pistol. Ledger. Take that. Boink. The hell is in here? Like a Quasimorph ritual chamber? Elevator up top. Got an AR. Okay, not a big fan of that one, Chief. At least they're gonna burn each other. Or burn themselves, I guess. I don't like this. If I go up here, they're just gonna... How long does this take to explode? 2 turns? I could sprint and then... Okay, sprint... Toss that, right here, I guess. Okay, it immediately exploded. Probably because I threw it in the fire, huh? Fucking thigh burns. Ugh. Liking the dark hair, very stylish. Have you not seen this? This is a pretty old thing. Did it finally die? Oh my god, there's so much stuff. What the fuck is a discharge chamber? Releases a sudden electric discharge, shocking all enemies nearby for 1 to 50 shock damage in a radius of 4. Holy shit, never seen that. More useful shit too, and absolute killer flamethrower. I don't know, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. It has seen it, they just have dementia. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh wait, is my burn wound... Okay, it's not on a robot part. That would have been easier to deal with since I don't need like burn gel something or whatever. Anti-burn gel. Like I don't remember what they're called. They're like cryogel somethings, bandages. Cryopent. Okay, that's frostbite. Oh, add in 5 minutes. Just popped in to say hi. I've got to go back to work in like 3 minutes. Okie dokie. Hope you, hope work doesn't suck ass. It's not even a meme. When you first showed up... Wait, what? When you first showed... Oh, when he first showed up... You... Oh, okay, I see. It's been shockingly tolerable today. That's good. Tolerable is better than shit. AI module, that's another thing I need, and another four row backpack. Another weapons case, another thing I need, and a better mag vest. Holy shit. That is unreasonable how much stuff tunnel rats get. A class chip. I could actually get out of here right now. Considering I don't have any cure for this burn, that might be the optimal choice. And I've already got a completely full inventory and ship. You know what? I'm just getting out of here. Coming back after that. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, the wound actually healed. I think that's only a 5% chance with the wrong type of treatment. That's just because I came in an already good mood. Well, that's good. Either way, it's good if it doesn't suck. Things that don't... It's like the people die when they're killed meme. I got an unreasonable amount of shit to upgrade my ship with. Alright, ta-ta! Did you get sex? I think that he is sexless. took this knife and whatever. Now I can do that again. I guess if I could, like, if I have the data miner, I can really just get through the first 2 floors with no issue whatsoever. There's not a huge amount of reason to bring in a shitload of anti-quasimorph measures. Let's do it like this, and I probably won't need... It's only a 15% addiction chance for that, so I probably won't need more than 1 anti-addiction thing. Get some water. Probably, yep, need to heal. Alright, let's see if I can upgrade a couple things. Engineering, what have we got? Number of projects 1. What about this? Number of projects +4. Great, thanks. That's really not very good. Actually... Oh, okay, I see. So they stay on this list even after they've been upgraded. Okay. So you actually need them to have, you need it to have a bunch of projects. What is this rank limit? Rank limit +1, +1, +2. What is that? Operative rank gives bonuses. Oh, okay. It's not very informative, but okay. Ads be back in a bit, yeah. More upgrades, woo! I need shitloads of weapon and armor cases. I wonder what's down here. I should start upgrading my armor, but I don't know if I have much that I actually care to upgrade. And I probably need armor cases to upgrade it. Let's see. Oh no! No, I need basic and common item chips. I don't have any common ones. It actually takes a lot to get to the basic ones. It's only... Actually, I assume that it's different materials based on what it is. Yeah, it is. I need to get common item chips then. Alright, into the breach. Bunch of water up there. Elevator is very close. There's nothing I care to get on the way. Oh god. Ironclad pants have a shitload of fire resist. But almost not, or 0 for blunt. Man, kinda wanna take those. Persuaded me and Deal and the Zoomer and Duke are functionally the old guard of this chat. Is that weird? Ooh. Another one of those grenades. And military parts. Yoink. There's also Esmond. A few other people. Actually, hold on. Oh, you're talking about, like, the people who've been here for a really long time. Oh, management unit and clothing. I need those. They're not on the way, though. Alright, guess I'm taking a slight detour. That didn't kill him. That didn't kill anyone. That didn't even hit anyone. They moved out of the fucking way, didn't they? Oh no, it hit him. Or it hit one of them anyways. Weapon case, that's something I need. Clothing I need. That's another good backpack or mag vest rather. The cuddle puddle with the Zoomer and DL. My relationship with Duke isn't that too deep. Do we need to do some bonding? I think that Duke would be into that. She's been a little bit bothered by you passing her off before. She likes to get along with people and thinks you don't like her. Oh, I didn't even notice the drugs. Very nice. Oh my god, so much shit. I don't know if shooting this barrel is gonna destroy the management unit. Whatever, it's fine. Killed him without issue. Jesus Christ. Health per turn -3, health per turn -1, and health per turn -2. So that's 6, and then also health per action. You're gonna die in a couple turns. Let's just let that happen. I'd love to chop up these ARs, but I don't have anything to do that. Holy shit. Really spreading the fire, aren't they? Oh my god. Okay, run. I really don't want to be caught in that. Holy shit. Oh my god. Like, I could just shoot them, but why would I waste ammo when I could just wait for them to die? Okay, the shovel can be used to butcher. I dislike or like anything, I'm very open about it. Yeah, I know. I've said that you just don't really care about most people. God. I can go back to the previous level and drop shit off. That's probably a good idea. The elevator isn't too far away, so it's unlikely I'm gonna get ambushed by too many enemies. I heard him. It's slightly too late on the moving back. Health per turn, you're gonna die. I thought that was empty, but that's fine. The fact this chat has so many things I'm interested in is an anomaly. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm taking the compliment on everyone's behalf. Care about bringing the stun grenade. These things are ridiculously easy to make. And I'm too much of a loot gremlin. Like, I don't need to take most of this stuff. I have, like, the only things I really care about among the components right now are electronic ones, because I just don't have very many of them, like, compared to everything else. I still have 27 cables, apparently, which I'm not gonna use all of, probably in the playthrough. But, you know, I need to have them because I'm a hoarder. You've seen my ship, my cargo hold. Okay, I'll drop off the bullets. Really, I should drop off this gun. Like, it's a really strong gun, so it's great for killing really tanky enemies immediately, but do I really need that right now? There's basically nothing that's super tanky. The ARs are the tankiest, and I think they're still... Oh god. Okay, they're coming through that door. What have you got? You've got Architect. Oh hey, we've got Quasimorphs. And it's coming after me. God damn it. Could you go after my enemy, please? Okay, they killed it. I should keep these Ganix rags around. Oh boy, a cheap viewer's message. Thank you, Automod. Shitload of booze and caviar. God, there's so much shit. It's unreasonable. Oh, I didn't even take extra booze on this mission. Well, shit. I've been making a lot of trips back and forth. Hopefully that's not an issue. Okay, it's fine. Oh god, that's a big tanky looking boy. Alright, no, it's actually gonna be fine. Let's let him deal with this. Oh my god, there's so much shit! Be bleeding out. Okay, well that's a problem that'll deal with itself. God, the music in this game fucking rocks. A lot of channels I watch and paid attention to the streamers of the game and then the rest of the chat as a combined entity. And here everyone's a fucking weirdo who stands out. More booze. Quasimorph sensor. I need those for some, You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with chopping people up. I think I'll just have the ammo on the... Or I'll just, have 2 guns. I need to stop dawdling too. Get back and don't bother so much with the picking everything up. Or not picking everything up, taking everything back. Oh my god, there's so much shit. Caviar can actually be sold, so... Oh my god! Just drop off anything that isn't a tradable. Fucking... Ooh, I do need these pretty badly. Another thing I need for upgrades. Another big backpack, oh my god. Another one of those grenades I need. Reminder, I'm currently on the first floor of 4. I need to rush my way through this. Otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get to the ends. I'm just gonna keep picking shit up. Alright, elevator far to the right. Elevator far right. Panzer. Oh, never seen this armor before. Blunt and pierce decently high. Oh, blunt, pierce, and cut decent. Oh, this isn't. This is a mag vest. It's a not a mag vest, but technically a mag vest. It's an armored plate vest. Yoink. Gold. I need that too. That. Alright, now I won't be able to see anything on the map, so hopefully I run into some scanners with battery charges. Or just go directly to where I need to go. Another one of those grenades I need. Fuck yeah. What? This is silly. I mean, I could just drink both of these vodka and... yeah, fuck it, do it. Another one of those grenades. For that then. Their data miner. I think I need to use that here now. And another 4 slot back. I don't think I need to bother with these considering how often they're dropping. Like, tunnel rats are just ridiculous for getting basic necessities. Oh my god. Two in place turrets. I don't know where the exit is, so maybe it's a good idea to just use these. Let's do... This could be a mistake, but it's a fire turret, so if it happens to oh shit, a map reveal, and there's the exit right there. Well, I guess that'll defend me from this side then. I'm gonna go place down that turret on the next level. Hey Esmond, what up? Well, it'll show me where my objectives are on this. Okay, good. I can actually make use of the data miner. There's only one, and it's right next to me. Cool. Alright, drop this down, and go back and get that data miner and the other items I left. And then chat as soon as I got back. Well, welcome back. Literally just bought a dog product with the purpose of using it on myself. What product? A collar? Can you come out here, please? These turrets are fucking invaluable. They're so good. They're so ridiculously good. Did that kill every one of them? I think it did. Yep. All of them are in this single pile. Wow. Nah, dog brushes are cheap. Just thought it'd be funny to phrase it that. Oh, okay. There's so much stuff I can't take. I also forgot to get the data miner. Whatever. Actually, no, I don't have any. I don't have much quasimorphosis meter right now, so I might as well go back and get it. I want a collar, but not till I live on my own. I feel like a collar would be easy to hide. I mean, obviously you couldn't wear it unless you were alone, but... you know. Man, I really shouldn't be picking up all this bronze. I have a ton of it. It's valuable, but it's not as valuable as the other random shit I'm getting. Just constantly. Another management unit that I missed, apparently. Oh my god. I haven't seen a buyer for this tuna steak, and I haven't seen a buyer for melons either. I have seen it for Wagyu. I guess I could, drink the booze out of this. Keep the quasimorphosis down, get some more bottles. My brother respects my privacy to the point that when he wanted something from a drawer of his I'm borrowing in his own dresser, was like, hey, you want to grab that? So I'm sure it wouldn't be... Okay, wow, he sounds actually not like a dipshit, unlike the rest of your family. That's great. That sounds like a good deal. Oh god, I'm glad I didn't, I'm glad there was a Quasimorph to soak up that attack. That was a saw blade that could have easily chopped off several of my limbs. He's a dipshit in some ways, but not nearly as bad as the rest of my family. Yeah, I mean, respecting your privacy is sure a good, like, difference. Okay, looks like the Quasimorphs are winning. Heard what sounded like a sniper rifle. Killed the dude behind him, but not him. Health per turn -4, -8. They'll die in 2 turns. Are you very slow? Yep. Alright, he's fucking dead. Oh my god, a weapons case. I need this. There's so much shit. And an armor case, another one I really need. I'm never gonna get over just how much stuff you get as a tunnel rat. I'm glad I invested a bunch of... Well, I didn't actually invest any time in making them. I just put them in the auto the auto level up thing. His words, I don't want to Find a fake dick or whatever you've got in your stuff. It's also implied I'm able to bring guys back when he's at work, but I do not plan to. Oh, right, okay. So so he's fine with you. He's fine with you wanting dick up your ass. He just doesn't want to see the dildos. Got it. That's good. It sounds like it won't be hellish to live with him. Okay, that's a fire turret, which I don't want to fuck with. Thank you. I'm not gonna go that way. Turret still doing good work. Game? Excuse me? Hello? Game? You're gonna... Oh no, is it glitched out? I mean... Save and quit? It should be fine, hopefully. Huh. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do then? I really don't want to abort the mission, because that'll get rid of my dude and all of the stuff that I've got on me. Really pushy about the most random things that change day to day is probably his worst trait. Oh my god. Please don't tell me I have to abort the mission. That would be absolute ass. Hold on, let me see if Quasimorph turn not ending. Open the console and type win. That was 6 years ago. Combat bug can't end turn. Sometimes while in combat, once one of my characters turns, the UI will disappear. No, that's not right. UI is definitely still here. But I just can't do anything. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna lose this mission, but I'd rather not just complete it, and I certainly wouldn't like to abort it. I'm gonna exit out and see if I can load it up and it'll be fine. That would be nice. Please work. It's not. If I call the capsule. No, that didn't unfreeze it. I just wasted the charge basically. Yeah, it's right here. Like, there's no way I wasn't gonna finish this mission. Let me see how to do the console. Maybe there's like an end turn console. Quasimorph. fuck? Eh. I don't really know what to do. I want to speed fat before I have to go pick up my roommate from work. You get a friction burn on your dick. Console commands. Man, this fucking sucks. Alternatively, get very close and then go pick him up. I don't know what the fuck to do. We just hit every button on the keyboard. Well, that didn't help. Man, this fucking sucks. I hate troubleshooting on stream. Especially for shit like this, where it's just something that I can't do anything about. Like, I just can't do I can't continue playing at all. Why don't you try the Bard special? Seduce it. Seduce the game. I don't think I... Like, if there were any game that I shouldn't seduce, it would be this one. There's... well, I guess I am a pretty big masochist, but... Still... Being trapped in eternal Aztec pain demon hell. Official developer console mod. That's developer console support. I have to do a mod. Oh, this is absolute balls. If I abort the mission, I'm gonna lose a bunch of stuff. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose so much stuff. Not to mention my character. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fix this off stream, and I'm gonna take a break and just come back and do some just chatting. What a fucking pain. Wait. I have no idea what Skull and Bones is. The universe has spoken. It's time for me to fap if that's the case. I mean, isn't it always time to fap here? Okay, let me get some music up and then BRB. What music? So might be able to edit the save file as well, I'm not sure. What fucking sucks worst about that one? That was probably the best mission I've had in terms of loot that I need. My entire ship was full of useful loot. My entire inventory was full of useful loot. If I abort the mission, I'll get the ship's inventory, but I won't get my character's inventory. And the character is the one that has more stuff on them. And on top of that, they're a ridiculously strong character at this point. Like, I'd have to re-level them, and it's not like that's an issue because I can just stick them in the like level up thing. I mean, it is an issue. It's just not as much of an issue as it would have been if I didn't have that ability. It's still a pain in the ass because like my inventory is filled with all the stuff I really need. You probably get a few ship upgrades just off of that stuff. Okay, let me find some music. Deep Rock. Skull and Bones was originally meant to be a DLC for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and then they said we're gonna make its own game where you can't get off your ship besides the multiplayer port. The game is sad. Sea of Thieves beta was a better game. Oh, it's so sad. Right, okay. Saying Sea of Thieves is a better game than anything is slightly worrying. Fucking goddamn. Does anyone know of an ad block that works on YouTube now? I'm not gonna download Pi because one, it's the same company that did Honey, you know, the thing that just straight up scams people and takes money from content creators. And also their advertisement campaign where they just replace that, it's just all the YouTube ads are just for Pi ad block now. It's like it reeks of scumminess. It just absolutely reeks. So does anyone have an ad blocker that doesn't smell like a week old corpse, a week old swamp corpse? uBlock Origin, but I think that's no longer available for download on Chrome. I might just switch to whatever that one browser is. You know, that one browser. But no, not Firefox. The one that's every YouTuber uses. The one with like a bunch of custom plugins and shit. Opera, yeah, that's it. Still use the old uBlock even though it's discontinued. I just don't turn it off. So it's no longer available for download. Well, maybe I can find a download for it. Find a different music since that's gonna play ads every fucking video. You know what I absolutely can't stand about the YouTube ads? They put them on shit. Like they put them on all the content creators I watch who like do sponsored shit and Patreon specifically so they don't have to play ads. They just don't fucking give a shit anymore. Can't seem to fap right now. I think my dick is tired. Right, Arcanum. Fuck off, shitty goddamn mobile game slop ads. Oh my god, fuck off. This is a soundtrack for a game that's like 20 years old. Why are you automatically putting ads on this shit? You scumbags. There's no chance in hell that the people who uploaded this are getting anything from it, and they're definitely not the original creators, considering the original creators are like, it's a defunct company. I hate YouTube. I hate YouTube. I hate ads. I hate the internet nowadays. It's awful. They put ads on there because there's too many people using ad blocks, so clearly instead of fixing the issue, we need to go more aggressive. Not want to be a bad boy. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna hopefully it won't play a bunch of ads. Okay, be right back. Right. Oh, and join the Discord and follow me and stuff. Here's the Discord. Hello, it's Raph. I decided to come out. What the fuck? I swear the scene transitioned and it looked like I took on a green tint for a second. I've just been my eyes playing tricks on me. I've been pretty low on energy. Making Rose is a few of us have serious issues when it comes to retaining energy after we do brain work. Me and Sophia in particular, and I think to a lesser extent Raz, but Raz finds it more difficult to gauge her own energy levels and then wears herself out. Me and Sophia just feel like different sorts of bad depending on how much brain stuff we've done. And I've been feeling a lot of like she's been feeling just random bouts of depression. I've been feeling physically uncomfortable. I always get weird bodily sensations out of nowhere. I'm feeling nauseous and shit. But it's getting better, and I imagine we'll be decent in the next few days. If we know you're low on energy, we don't blame you. You gave birth. I'm not sure that's classified as giving birth. It's more like making a golem. But thank you for your understanding, no. Your weird ass understanding. I find it funny that the speech to text always corrects my name to Raft. Yeah, I've mostly been staying in her head, and I felt like it was I felt like it was a good idea to get out and talk to people a little bit. I don't have nearly as much of a social need as Eris and Raz, but if I'm away for too long, it does sort of wear on me. I kind of start withdrawing. I'm not a big fan of that. Don't want to get into a habit of that. Really looking forward to Rose being more being recovered, although she's probably gonna have a few weeks of like tentative energy if previous situations like this are anything to go by. I imagine she's gonna get worn out the next few like big exertions. I don't know how to say that. Basically, we have to talk a lot. We have to talk a lot in order to figure out like how she fits into the collective. And she is taken it on herself to experiment with a whole bunch of different things in a short period of time to like figure out what she's decent at, or figure out what she has an affinity for and also wants to do. And turns out she's really good at getting to the heart of things with that. It's like she triangulates really well. Like assumes a bunch of different perspectives and then figures out the commonalities between them and narrows down her focus really well. She's got a very... I mean, one of the things we wrote down for her is, like, organized mind, and a lot of these things we just kind of let our brain fill in the blanks, as we've said before, and it kind of just pings memories and experiences that epitomize the traits we want to give someone. And we've got a lot of experiences with our mind being organized. Unfortunately, more with our mind being disorganized, because Eris has been heading our head for most of our life, most of our collective life. But acid has some interesting effects, including making it really easy to think in general. Makes it really hard to think in certain instances and really easy to think in others. But it can have the effect of like extremely organized thoughts. You can think like 4 or 5 different threads of thought at once, and then and everything converges automatically. So our brain has a lot of interesting stuff to ping when it needs to form new traits and whatnot. It's amazing how well the things stick despite the relatively vague parameters. I mean, early on into creation of new person. God, I'm like, someone coming in here and hearing anything about what I'm saying, just gonna be like, what the fuck is she talking about? Anyways, early on, it's a lot easier to identify the traits that have stuck too, because they're really front and center, and without many barriers. Like, basically our mental calluses haven't built up, or the new Rose's mental calluses haven't built up, so it's really easy to tell what's stuck and what hasn't. Which is why it's important for her to be testing out a whole bunch of stuff early on, so that we can see what stuck well and what didn't, and we can work on the things that we can refine the things that stuck well and see if we can make the things that didn't stick better. But the more we do this, the easier the things stick, and it probably helps that we had a very clear picture of what we wanted her to be like. We had like 3 characters we sort of amalgamated, which are, I think we've said, but Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Simone from Gurren Lagann, and Rose from How Not to, or The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, and she took that name as well. So basically a mentor person. we tried to give her a lot of like mentor aspects. Water down the wrong pipe. Failed my breathing check. Or my drinking check. Oh yeah, our birthday's in 10 days as well. I'm not sure whether we're gonna stream on our birthday or if we're just gonna have an alone day. No, we're gonna do a like a lot of stuff together. We've already got plenty of stuff planned out, but not sure if we want to. I guess it'll depend on our energy level. If we have a decently high energy, we'll probably stream for a couple hours. If we don't, we'll just have the day to ourselves. Gonna do all sorts of brain fuckery, and me and Eris are gonna absolutely ruin Ras. Haven't done the ecstasy trigger in quite a while. I feel like it's perfect for the occasion. I'm quickly running out of things to talk about. I shouldn't talk so damn quick. Oop. Get the mic. Oh yeah, we're also, since we had a pretty solid plan of how to make Rose, it wasn't ramshackle like everyone else. I guess Eris, Raz, and Ram weren't ramshackle, but not as refined. It was the... They were the... We tested a lot of stuff with them. And Rose is a lot more refined in the creation process. We spent a lot of time thinking about how to do it and meditating on what she'd be like, and we've got a... basically she's gonna reinforce the traits, like everything on the list we've got written down. She's gonna reinforce every few days for the next few weeks. Did it yesterday and the day before, half of the list each day. And it's basically just the same process by which we made her, which honestly it's like we basically just close our eyes and our eyes wig the fuck out. It's a bunch of rapid eye movement shit. So our body just kind of goes on autopilot. It's like dreaming. We get like flashes of random images and memories and emotions and stuff. It's weird. It took a long time for us to even know whether it was doing shit. Or like to fully know whether it was doing shit. Like, kind of skeptical of it for a long time because of how weird and difficult it is to properly test, or properly, like, not test. It's all intuition. So it's really hard to be like, this is what it does, this is how exactly to do it, because it's all intuition based. Also probably wouldn't even know how to do it without the acid, because that's kind of the same, it's the same sort of thing that it does. Sort of drops you into like a waking dream state. I wish I could play some more Quasimodo. It's unfortunate that it fucked up. We'll have to fix it off stream. Maybe edit the save. Worst case we abort the mission. running out of things to talk about. Oh well, just getting out and talking a little bit is nice. Wish everyone hadn't fucking left during the break though. Took the wind out of my sails a little bit. Well, I need practice doing this when there aren't very many people here anyways. Like, I'm not as this is okay, so for Eris, this is like what she wants to do. Like, it's her passion, her art, whatever you want to call it. With Raz, it's she really likes talking to people, and it's a great medium for that. She's less super invested in the streaming, but she wants to do it with Eris. For me, it's more like a hobby. It's why I don't come out as much, or part of the reason anyways. Other reason is it takes up a lot of energy for me. And when we're doing a lot of brain work, I don't have much energy to spare, because I get drained a lot worse than Raz or Eris. Also, I do like housework and cooking and whatnot, so my energy is spent elsewhere. Getting them ready for streams. Oh yeah, Sophia's also thinking pretty strongly about remaking herself. But she hasn't had much interaction with the people here apart from a few. But she has she has it a lot worse than me when we do brain work. Like, we've talked about it before, but she is a, like, okay, we talk to our brain a lot. Like, we talked to our brain specifically, like, directly to our brain, when we were doing a lot of the IFS, like, parts therapy, and the, like, lack of differentiation between things, and the fact that we were asking it its opinions and, like, emotional based things and treating it like a person, it ended up gaining sentience. And because it's our brain, it was totally overloaded because it couldn't, like, moderate sensory input and stuff. It was just always on whenever it was on. It was like everything's on when it's on. So we had to make a shell consciousness for the brain to act through, which is Sophia. But we didn't realize how connected the two were when we did that. So Sophia spent, like, months kind of having to stave off our brain's connection, not stave off, like, disentangle herself from the brain's connections so that it wasn't so overwhelming. The thing is, it caused her to kind of take on a lot of aspects of each of us, especially old Eris, and she readily connects to shit that isn't hers. So she like Basically, her brain's filled with a lot of memories that aren't hers, or one of ours, usually old Eris. And it's pretty frustrating for her. Because when she's not doing great, it's hard to tell like which is hers, and she automatically defaults to thinking like old Eris's bad thoughts. So she wants to remake herself partially to define herself better, and partially to disentangle from the brain things. She also gets really wiped out when we do brain work, and doesn't want to be. The internet's back. Did it go down? Welcome back. It's down for like 15 minutes. Ah. Fun. Oh yeah, we've been watching through Steins Gate as well, and reading a bunch of ReZero. But Steins Gate, we're gonna try to watch a few episodes tonight because we watched a bunch of episodes with like one of Primal's friends, and tomorrow we'll potentially watch some more with them. We gotta get caught up to them though. And then we also found translations for the ReZero arcs that I don't know if we said, but like there's not very many translations for the earlier stuff because it's an anime form and people just went on to the later arcs. But we wanted to read through all of it because the writing's pretty damn good, and there's a lot more character interaction. And we finally found some translations of the light novels. We're trying to read mostly the web novel, which is like the first draft and has more detail. But we at least got translations of the light novels for the first few arcs. And we've been reading that and enjoying it a lot. Would highly recommend. So Steins Gate. Like even during okay, we haven't watched through all of it, but we know there's a serious tone shift after a certain point, and we're about to get to that point. But like even before that, just see like the cracks forming in the main character's psyche as he experiences the nightmare fuel that is time travel. Like, I didn't really think about it much before watching this, but time travel is just existential horror incarnate, isn't it? Or at least the sort of time travel where you keep your memories. Even just like slightly shifting things. Like, if you happen to change things very slightly, like everything could be affected so much that you don't have the proper memories anymore. Like, you don't know what's actually gone on. So you end up just basically having a weird sort of dementia. Even worse, time travel where you keep vague recollections. Like, you... What do you mean? Like, you remember what has changed, or you remember the original ones you have? I'd say just not having... Like, having the wrong memories would be fucky on your brain after a while. Imagine your entire life is deja vu. I mean, deja vu is like a phenomenon that happens like in the present though. Like, do you mean like if you remembered anything, it would feel like deja vu? Because deja vu is the feeling like something's happened before. So remembering things, like, I mean, wouldn't that just be the same sensation as deja vu? You're like, this has happened before for a memory, or this has happened before for deja vu. Like, imagine you just remember vaguely that this has happened before, but not enough to change things, as if nothing in your life was ever new. Oh, do you mean like going back in time and staying there and then going through your life? If that were the case, that would be... I mean, why even go back? That would just be living your life with a sense of deja vu for up to the point where you went back. I think the not being able to relate to people would be the worst. Because you'd never meet another fucking time traveler, or you'd probably never watch a Mushishi episode. We haven't watched enough of it to know. I just think it would be horrendously lonely. Like, you could never relate to anyone on any of the shit. Even someone who believes you wouldn't know anything about what it's like.
Oh, baby.
Thank you for the follow, Socks.
The king, baby.
I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, ReZero is basically time travel as well. They go through... Okay, in the show, there's a lot of, like, showing him breaking down emotionally or psychologically, but it doesn't talk about like you can imply what he's going through like internally, but in the light novels and the web novels, it talks a lot more about the effects of the shit, like him going back in time and having people who knew him and he'd gotten close to suddenly not know him at all, and how much like strain that puts on him, because now he has to treat them like a stranger too when he's emotionally close to them. And like, if he doesn't, then they start to find him find his actions suspicious, like he knows too much about me. This is strange, it doesn't make any sense. and then it's uncanny for the other people. It's like this constant divide between him and other people that he can't bridge. Being sent back in time is a disastrous situation for the universe because my tendency to fuck with everything. Reminds me of a paranoid urge I keep having to suppress. What's that? I was thinking I should make a code word for anyone from the future to tell me to immediately know it's time travel. Well, at least you, right? Like, I mean, I don't know how anyone else would know, but if you, like, had an internal, like, if you had one that you knew, and so if you happen to time travel at any point. See, for me, it would just be like, I would believe someone's a time traveler if they could tell me, well, I guess if they could tell us certain things about our past. Because we have plenty of stuff we've absolutely never told anyone, and there's no chance that anyone would know. So if it was us from the future, all they'd need to do is say one of those things and be like, okay, well, either you're a time traveler or or you read minds. There's like no in between. You're anyone I could tell it to. Imagine the nuclear bomb being invented in the 9th century in Brittany. That's the kind of shit I'd be doing. To be fair, we'd probably be similar. I mean, not that catastrophic. We definitely do the isekai thing of using future knowledge for our profits. Probably try to keep more of a low profile though. Otherwise we'll get burnt at the stake. Man, if you went back in time, people would immediately start writing people would immediately start writing about how they saw like a giant metal ogre in like you'd go back in time with like ballistic armor or something. You'd have local legends written about you as soon as someone noticed you. You wouldn't be able to go into town without issues. A lot of legends of giants. Well, he'd be one of them. Actually, I guess if you kept your location and then went back to the 9th century, like if you couldn't teleport, that would be especially weird. Can't go into town these days without issue. It's nothing new. Fair enough. There's already local legends written about you. we thought about starting up another Darkwood game for a while. Hi, do you watch Hololive? Not really. Occasional clips and whatnot. You suggest a clip? Sure, why not? Hair tie smells like coffee now. You dip it in coffee? It's very funny. Alright, sure, why not?
I started.
Fucking ads! YouTube is a hellscape of ads nowadays. Like to see your reaction. Alrighty, why not? Let me just get it up on screen. Wait.
What's your name?
Tam! Tam Gander!
Timber.
Tam Gander!
Pam.
Tam!
Tam.
Yeah, T-A-M.
Dan Tender.
Not tender, gander.
Yes. Tender.
No, not tender, gander.
Dander.
No, not dander. G-A-N-D-R.
Gender.
No, G-A-N-D-R. It's not Tam.
Just
Tender,
total
okay?
silence. I'm sure this was
It's some
what you were
sort of
looking for.
Chicken tendies or something. It's really not.
I see, like chicken tender.
No, it's not. It's Tam Gander.
I don't know. It's something.
You don't have to be mean, so yeah, like you don't have to be so mean, yeah?
Got it. Okay, I got it.
No, you don't. Okay, say it again. What is my name?
Sorry. How you doing?
No, say my name. Don't just laugh. That's rude.
I feel like this is something that would be funny
Why
if
are you just
if
laughing? That's
if
disrespectful.
we were
Say my
engaging
name.
in it.
Tender.
I don't know. There's something. I feel like people become more entertaining when you know anything about them. Just a random person doing this, it doesn't I don't know like anything about their personalities. It's like showing random Game Grumps or Oni clips to people. It's like, yeah, if you know about them and if you're into them, then you'll find it funny, but if not, it's just two random friends doing a thing.
Stop laughing. That's my name you're laughing about.
Well, yeah, I assume they were all alive.
Oh my god. Or you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Considering you said that. I'm sorry, I don't think that was the reaction you were hoping for.
Banner.
I think the pink one is the Italian. That's a good reaction, really. Like dead face staring. Yeah, I don't know either of them. We know the barest amount about Hololive. The only one we've watched a decent amount of has been Gura, which I know she's God, I hate the term graduating. It's such a fucking corporate ass term. get into it. Okay, when we watch streamers, we tend to watch smaller streamers. I don't know. There's a lot more personal about. Let me go back to where. There's something a lot more personal about watching smaller streamers. We like talking to people and being in the giant chat with a whole bunch of like just tons and tons of floods of emotes and stuff. It's not really that entertaining. We watch streams for the engaging with people. Oh, music. We get another Hollow Knight. Why not? Something a little bit higher energy than Arcanum. Hopefully a full soundtrack and not if I play the single video, like the playlists, then it's just gonna play ads the entire fucking time. Yep, stupid ass ads. I want to deal with this shit. I'm gonna watch a big streamer and find. Yeah, that's how we are. Like, I watch a few big streamers, or we watch a few big streamers, but we just watch them on YouTube, like VODs. I think the only one we watch live is Charborg. But he's just, I don't know, him and his friends are just ridiculously entertaining. They're so good at RP and stuff. It's more like watching a show. Alright, what other music? Mechanicus. Never tune into Simple Flips on Twitch, but I've seen every VOD posted for like 4 years. Most interaction I have with big streamers is watching clip compilations on YouTube. I knew the pink one was the Italian. We just randomly watch clips from random streamers that pop up in like shorts and whatnot, and then we watch the people we actually like to watch, like Jerma and Charborg and a few others. We watch a shockingly low amount of VTubers. It probably shows in how we act. Honestly, the culture around a lot of VTuber stuff is kind of foreign to us because we don't really engage in it. VTubers who aren't VTuber-ish. This is why you watch us, right, Null? Or part of the reason. Rarely consistent with channel watching. We have... So we'd probably also watch General Sam if we ever watched live streams. I don't think he I don't know if he does he even have a VOD channel? Let me just check. I don't think he does. The pink one's name is Rara? Raura. Probably Rarura. It's a simple Flips VOD channel. I consistently watch like one other channel. Let me just check who we watch. We watch a lot of YouTubers, not so many streamers. Or we watch mostly YouTube videos. Watch a lot of like heavily edited stuff, which is probably why Eris had such a bug up her ass about constantly talking. Channel is called Merg. That sounds like it, like some sort of disgusting sex thing that DL would be into. Watch Samuel's streamer, Mr. Streamer, who's not a streamer. It's a Rimworld YouTuber. Jerma, Hazor, Reggie, Charborg, Pong Sifu, Reggie again. Seth. Yeah, a lot of heavily edited ones. Mostly wholesome guy with a cherry avatar. The name sounds slightly unsettling, and I'm not sure why. It's got the same linguistic vibe as smegma. And then there's also, we also watch a lot of shit that is not YouTubery at all. So a healthy gamer who's a psychiatrist. Tail Foundry does like literature analysis. Casual Geographic does a bunch of like animal facts and shit. Obviously there's a bunch of like review channels too, Mandalore and Seth and Reggie. I guess Reggie doesn't do a lot of reviews. He does really weird fucking gameplay. I had to watch a lot of video essays. Tail Foundry is cool. Yeah. Also been watching someone called Dungeon Dad recently, who's like a D&D person. does like stuff on obscure monsters and mechanics and whatnot. Kiwami Japan, the knife guy. Sharpest meat kitchen knife in the world. Sharpest crab kitchen knife in the world. Or like, life went to shit. I was getting stuff together for like 5 or 6 hour theory video on a horror channel. Good news, I did in fact manage to do a quick one before I left. Congrats on coming! Hooray, congrats, you comer. Oh yeah, also a lot of Dark Souls YouTubers. And musicians. And a few Dwarf Fortress ones too. I did a thing. There's another fucking awesome one that we just occasionally binge. With some of the absolute best titles on YouTube. I made an underwater shotgun for fishing. The world's most powerful soccer shoe. It's just something out of Warhammer. Or the best, not the best titles, the best thumbnails. They're very YouTubey, but also just ridiculous. The fish motorboat. Fucking. Plant. The fucking fish motorboat. Look at this thing. Hey, watch, I did a thing. Everybody should watch I did a thing. Look at this fucking Warhammer, like 40k orc shoe. Fucking makeup gun. Favorite is the Beyblade. Yeah, the giant fucking saw blade. I made hermit crabs armor, then released them. A 50 cal boxing glove. He clearly has a lot of fun with his videos. See you guys later. Oh, alright. Can't stick around. I want to come back and say hi though. Yeah, well, I'm gonna leave soon anyways. So ta-ta. I hope you had fun here. Good rest of stream. Have a good day. Oh, I guess we have dreams I could read off. Generally not interested in VTubers because they're bad at games. They're incredibly sanitized and rely on the avatar as their personality. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, it's honestly a lot of the reason why we haven't gotten into VTubers has been that a lot of them seem to rely on VTuber culture to carry them. And it doesn't feel like a lot of them have much personality. As a kid, I was obsessed with spinning tops and stuff. Of course, I like the Beyblade. Such an autistic fixation. The ad's playing. I guess you know that already. Wait until the ad's over and then read a dream. VTuber culture itself is naturally unappealing because it encourages being fictitious. I feel like VTubers go into one camp or the other, and it's either they're really fucking themselves, they're really themselves, or they're really bland and appealing to the majority. I just said sanitized, I think is a good word. Good word for it. So far, besides one of my most consumed VTuber content was a guy who also does music. Only his music. Never even seen his streams. Actually, we thought of a VTuber recently. We actually liked quite a bit. They're pretty zoomery, but he's got a pretty good personality and is like primarily a Dwarf Fortress player, so that'll give you a decent idea of his level of uniqueness. Fuck, I can't even remember his name though. Hold on. Also, he's Australian, and Australians just by default seem to have like a notch more personality than the average. Or Fortress VTuber. What the hell is his name? It's something pretty edgy sounding. Von Galactic, that's it. This guy. At least I think he's Australian. I'm pretty sure he was Australian. He made a gnome breeding program and then left Windows so the dwarves could watch all the gnomes like chained up to posts fucking each other. And called it Gnomely Fence. Oh yeah, I was gonna read a dream. This is one of Ram's dreams. weird fucking, like, okay, most of our dreams are pretty weird in some way, but this one was just filled with a lot of confusing elements that aren't generally part of our dreams. We all have different sorts of dreams. A lot of identifiable elements between them. But this one was just kind of off the wall. Alright. So Ram's dream. Don't look at me poorly for this one. Look at her poorly. When you random big YouTubers decide I'll just become a VTuber now, right? We very much use it for self-expression. It's a way to make ourselves appear how we want to be. And, you know, build a character rather than just being well, I guess I was about to say rather than just being ourselves, but the characters are ourselves. We just morph into them over time. It's what I mean is, like, it's not standard face cam. If you do standard face cam and then you do a VTuber like on the side, it just doesn't. It's like no different. I like Charborg a lot. Charborg, or not Charborg. I like Neocranium, who does VTuber stuff, but he also does it for like specific streams. So he makes he made like I think a Leon Kennedy VTuber model for the new Resident Evil 4. And because he does like modeling work as well, it's kind of natural. He does a lot of like animations in his videos, which are ridiculously well done. They take him forever to do. He did like a 4-minute cinematic of gay romance between Nate and what's his name, the synth detective in Nick Valentine in Fallout 4. Anyways, the dream. Alright, starts off with, this time I had the absolute least mundane dream. I think the one before she said she had a mundane dream. I was on a shitty little beach next to some industrial buildings at night. Felt like the sort of place heroin junkies went to shoot up. There was a bunch of empty pill bottles in a corner, so that assessment seems a likelihood. I went there at night because there was rarely anyone there and people kept to themselves, so I could use it as a place to think. There was always a guard patrolling the area. I was stoned, nakedly lying on a heroin junkie beach at midnight with my body pillow and a guard standing watch. Guard approached me and said he knew I liked to be here at night, but he was actually off tonight. He didn't have anything better to do, so he decided to come here anyways and said he'd stay there for a little bit. Then he'd have to lock up the gate and head back home. Seemed like a nice older dude. Gave off exactly the sort of energy you'd expect an old night watchman to give off. Started talking to him, and he said he always saw me walking around with a furrowed brow talking to myself. He was used to people wandering around talking to themselves, but I was clearly cognizant. It looked like I was working through things in my head, rather than having a tea party with the Mad Hatter. I didn't tell him I was talking to the people in my head for the sake of not immediately throwing all that out the window. He was from somewhere called Elsa. Not a real place IRL. She googled it. Said I'd only met a couple people from there and didn't know anything about it. Started looking a little less like an older man and more like a YouTuber I can't remember the name of, a 30-year-old-ish, non-distinct Hispanic-looking dude with real Patrick Bateman vibes, so I think does Fiverr-style paid readings in a really uncanny way. I know exactly who she's talking about, but I don't know. I don't know who the fuck he is either. He has that psychopath stare. I wish I could think of a single specific video that he's done, because then I could find him. Anyways, we went back to his place, which was a big open plan apartment, the sort of place that rich 30-year-olds aiming to be CEOs live. Everything about him gave off those vibes. For whatever reason, I was kind of into him. I think it was mainly because I was horny as hell and he put off the sort of crazy vibes that tend to indicate someone is good at fucking. In the middle of him talking, someone knocks on the door and he lets in some other chick who immediately starts going off on him, saying he brought her over just to show off his new girlfriend. To be honest, she was kind of charming despite the yelling. She was holding it against him and not me, and even shout-talked with me for a bit, saying she might be interested in me being another player in her D&D game, warning me not to get involved with her ex and that it was bad news. I stayed at his place regardless, just to see what had happened. Recipe for getting date raped, but all that happened after that was his roommate, the sweatiest stoner, came in and interrupted us immediately after all that. Started talking about government conspiracies. I told him I was autistic, and him getting super close, sweating all over me and talking my ear off about shit that I could barely understand was putting me in a bad headspace. I implied he was significantly more stoned than me, and he said the only thing he was high on was life, in the most stonery voice imaginable. I told him, "You clearly overdosed on life." Well, she said that since I was autistic, I should be vigilant about glowies kicking in my door in the new administration. I was not particularly convinced that I would suddenly be shipped off to Guantanamo Bay for being autistic, but I knew engaging him with anything more than jokes would only encourage him to talk my ear off and cover me in life stoner sweat. Oh yeah, the dude who I went there with showed off some sick toys he got from all over the place. I can't remember the specifics of any of them, but how enthusiastic he was about all of them was kind of endearing despite all the nonsense. And then afterwards, I hope the dream doesn't indicate my type, otherwise I have a thing for people with narcissistic personality disorder. Then again, that wouldn't be uncommon in our head. So it was, it's hard to describe just how jank the dream actually felt, because, you know, dreams and all that. I put off crazy and good at sex vibes. You put off crazy vibes. You don't put off the sort of crazy vibes that also are good at sex vibes. Like, Giga puts off those vibes. As a reference. Quite the dream, yeah. got quite a few weird dreams. Actually, Eris had like a serious like mental unblocking dream about her dad, which she doesn't want to read on stream because it's just too personal. She'd end up crying all over the place probably. What type of vibes do I put off? Mellow, probably be a good roommate. You put off like the opposite vibes of Giga. Not like bad at sex vibes, just like nondescript. like that's not a factor, basically. To be frank, people tend to just put off a few types of vibes, and most other people don't put off any vibes. Like we're tuned to specific vibes, which is, you know, people with narcissistic personality disorder and psychopaths and various things along similar lines. BPD, autism. we have a decent gauge at people's mental disorders. Did you know my vibes are mostly in line with what I thought they were? Yeah, you really give off you give off like the first thing that pops into my head, or the first like way to put it that pops in my head, is calm waters. Like, you don't seem unstable, which is a lot of the vibes that we pick up on really quickly. To be honest, Null, you don't put off super unstable vibes, you put off a little bit unstable vibes. Hat puts off good roommate and good lover vibes. Yeah, he does. You put off considerate lover vibes. No, you put off dad vibes. You put off slightly crazy dad vibes. I don't know how I don't put off unstable vibes, but I'll take it. To put off unstable vibes, you have to be unstable externally. Like, being depressed, having emotional, like pits and stuff isn't really... It may be, like, turbulent, but it's not unstable. You put off you're going through your own shit, but you don't push it on other people vibes. The unstable is more like you're going through shit, but you do push it on other people. You make it other people's problems, that sort of thing. Also get a pretty good gauge of whether people are generally honest or generally dishonest. Just because Eris is focused on that for a large part of her life. Literally break with reality for some weeks at a time, and I believe we discovered some secret to the universe. Yeah, but do you have mental breakdowns in public spaces? That's what I'm trying to get across. And I don't mean like breakdowns where you withdraw within yourself. I mean breakdowns where you explode outward. It's mainly the making it other people's problem, like, that really stands out. The issue is that those people tend to be the most superficially charming people. And also the craziest fuck. Like, the craziest fuckers. Like, the best fucks. But, you know, not the ones that would give you good aftercare. So, a mixed bag there. I literally think I've only had 2 breakdowns like that in my life, and both were in private. Yeah, see? Like, we've had plenty of breakdowns, but almost all of our breakdowns are withdrawing ones, not exploding ones. The only times that Eris has ever had exploding ones are when she's, like, pushed by someone really, really badly. You know, a cornered animal is dangerous. Anyone can explode if they're pushed into a corner. I'm still looking at the I did a thing thumbnails. This fucking one. This stupid fucking nose one. Now, technically, I was a dad for a while when I was young. The only reason why I... Humid people flirting with me? Humid? Is because I wanted to be a father. My parental instincts are very, very strong. Yeah, I can tell. Weirdly, my only exploding ones are when it's not anyone's fault. I tend to retreat when in the corner, as you say. Ah. My 2 exploding ones were both from injuries that weren't really caused by anyone. Well, everyone has their explode button. It's just backing someone into a corner is a good way to expose it. People either retreat so deep that you can't reach them, or they explode outwards. Playing something like XCOM would be good. The Mechanicus soundtrack is playing right now, so I was thinking of something like Mechanicus. I feel like Mechanicus is... It's a fun game, but it's also just pretty repetitive without a lot of, like... without a huge amount of variety. It's also a lot less frustrating than XCOM, to be fair, because XCOM is, you know, it's all like to hit rolls and shit, and Mechanicus is very much not. It's purely skill and preparation. And XCOM, the numbers can just totally fuck you, which offers its own sort of fun. Like, if things go horribly wrong, then it then it means the game doesn't get stale. You can't just min-max absolutely everything and hope for everything to go right. At the same time, some things are, like, it's poorly balanced. It's really poorly balanced. Like, there's some missions early on that really should not be early missions. Specifically DLC missions. I think I just retreat because I'm overly scared of hurting others, even if they truly deserve it. Eris retreats until it's not an option, because like, her primary way of getting through situations has been wait them out, basically. Don't act too rashly or everything will explode in your face. But she tries to take out her anger on people who are the source of it. XCOM accuracy. I don't know who the hell they're recruiting to get worse accuracy than a blind baby. Yeah, they love shooting a shotgun literally like 1 foot away from someone, and then like shooting diagonal upwards. Really, you know how like most soldiers aim high, because you know most soldiers don't want to shoot people. Ultimately, they're still people. Most people don't want to kill each other, despite what hyper-religious types seem to like spouting. Be like, well, if you don't have God telling you not to shoot people, then why wouldn't you shoot people? It's like, that's not how people work. Most people don't like to kill people. Anyways, yeah, I guess I just feel bad about shooting the aliens, huh? You have a giant scythe bug alien about to like implant eggs in your torso, and you're like, no, I can't kill it, it's living. You aim high. They really do have piss poor recruits, though. You'd think they wouldn't have so many issues with morale, considering they're recruiting from like the entire world. They're supposed to be recruiting the best of the best. You'd think they'd come with a modicum of combat experience. And on top of that, the aliens aren't exactly smart. Despite their big brain psionic shit, they're not very smart. They're not good tacticians at all. Like, a huge amount of XCOM doesn't make any fucking sense at all. I feel like it should be a lot more missions. A lot more missions with larger squads. I think I'm just describing the original XCOM, or UFO Enemy Unknown. A lot more missions with larger squads and more area. Like, and you have to pick and choose the missions. I feel like that would be a lot better. Can't kill the tentacle hentai monster when it's basically a Krogan. Well, we'd have our own reasons for not killing the tentacle hentai monster. Although I think mutons don't have dicks. Actually, they probably none of them have dicks. I'd imagine none of them have a sex drive, since they're all clones. Or robots. Or clone bots. Clone Borgs. God, they must have been absolutely pathetic species to fall to the ethereals. Aw, no dick. No balls. Probably no butthole. It's like I understand mutons because the mutons and the floaters because they're both like heavily augmented, so we don't really know their original form. They may have just been some like backwater unascended species that got like turned into warriors. But like the sectoids, what are they exactly? Are they like, you'd think they would be they gotta be a comparable intelligence to the ethereals, just based on their tactics. Like they don't have as many crazy psionic powers, but I think the ethereals only got the crazy psionic powers from genetic mutations too. Mind mouth will do. I don't even think most of them have mouths. They have like metal plates over their mouths. Muton. Yeah, no, they have like rebreathers stuck into their faces. Let me show you. See? What the fuck is this? What is this, a spore creature? Is this what they originally looked like? Holy fuck. Fine, I'll hump their leg. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're down bad for anything that moves. Ethereal, XCOM. Being has awesome mental powers. Okay, they can talk to people. Yeah, like they can mind control people and whatnot, but like, is that a... What are they originally? Like, were they... How did they make this empire that can barely stand up to humans, to like near future humans? They have crazy psionic powers that can like rip apart reality, but they don't use them. Like why would they not just send their entire attack force? Like, what's the point of sending like scouting missions for so long, letting people build up, giving them like their weapons self-destruct, but obviously they're still gonna get reverse engineered if they don't just fucking evaporate. Why would they honestly, like, they gave Earth so many chances. Like, Long War is a lot better about it because they because they actually send down big ships and shit. They're wreaking havoc and whatnot. You can't fight a lot of the things. You have to pick your battles. If you try to go for the biggest things, you'll just get your ass handed to you. That seems more reasonable. They're going down with like scouts and like carriers carrying like, you know, big groups of elites and stuff. So like, why wouldn't they send that stuff in to start? Why are they just sending like these two weak ass aliens that can easily be taken down by humans? Like, yeah, I understand the Thin Men for infiltration purposes, but like the sectoids, all they do is, I mean, all they do is like man scout ships and act as like cannon fodder and shit. Forget I have a kink for cum stains on fabric. Well, I'm pretty sure they don't even have like fabric. Yeah, no, they just have a bunch of armor. You'd be coming on power armor. coming on power armor is pretty hot. Are you saying I'm down bad for anything that moves? I mean, yeah, but I was responding to you basically just like moving the goalpost down a whole bunch. like first you wanted their dick, then you're like mouth will do. And I say they don't even have mouths, and then you're like I'll hump their leg. I think I should probably call it quits, actually. I'm still pretty zonked out, and I can feel the headache starting up. So, before good horny point. Pat, 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 pat. Very down bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head off. It's been fun. Found it easier to talk than I thought I would. Talk, like, with not many people talking. Or, I guess with no one talking for a while. Maybe I'll come back and I'll play Darkwood. I've been thinking for a long time about playing Darkwood. And I'm really into, like, body horror stuff. Maybe I could download some mods for Darkwood and make it more roguelike-y. Cause like we've already beaten the game and know the story and whatnot, and there's different choices and stuff, but it would be nice to just play a Darkwood, but the gameplay, you know. Just the gameplay, not going through the full story, or maybe something that randomizes. I know there's a bunch of mods like that. I'm just kind of. Oh, there's not even a workshop page. No, there's not a workshop page, but I know there's plenty of mods. I do have a good stream. I did, and as did as well up until the game stopped working. We'll get that fixed, hopefully. Really should have just Alt F4'd out of the game, but thought that it would fix. Whoops! Thought that it would fix on a reload. Anyways, I'm gonna head off now. Hope everyone enjoyed. See if there's anyone to raid. There is no one to raid. Alright. Follow us and join the Discord if you're interested. And we'll be back, I don't know, Sunday maybe? Sunday or Monday? Okay. Bye bye everyone. It's been fun. Ta-ta! Mwah.